Hello, bonjour, Calgary. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta and that 90,000 live right here in Calgary? Oui, oui, c'est vrai. It's true. And now, thanks to Shaw Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about our special people, places, events, and activities happening in this fair city in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Today we're chatting with Julie Fafard and Marc Tremblay from the Francophone Economic Development Council of Alberta.
Very well.
Did I say that right?
Very well.
Okay. So Marc, you're the President CEO
That's
of
right.
the council, and Julie, you're the Director of Tourism Development
Exact.
and Entrepreneurship.
Right.
Good. So maybe we'll start with you, Marc. Tell us a little bit why there's a Francophone Economic Development Council in Alberta.
Yes. Well, for many years, the Francophone Association, the Canadian Francophone Association, had a committee that looked after economic development for the Francophone community. And in about 1995-96, they decided perhaps we should have a committee turn into an association so that they could have their own funding, their own conseil d'administration or board of directors. And so in 1997, La Chambre économique was created, so the economic chamber. And then over the years, it developed to become the Francophone Economic Development Council of Alberta.
Ah, very good. And who are your members?
Our members are people in the Francophone community, so lots of entrepreneurs. We have people who own restaurants that are members of the Conseil de Développement. We have schools, French schools, that are part of our association. And we also have other associations that work in the Francophone community. So a real mix of people who are active in the Francophone community who feel that economic development is important enough for them to join us as a member.
So what would a school require services? What kind of things?
Well, with the schools, it's interesting because what we do is we go into some of the schools and we teach some of the youngsters about business and about entrepreneurship. So for us, it's a way to assure our future, to try to pique the interest of some students into the world of entrepreneurship and business.
So you give workshops?
That's right. Typically a half-day session in the schools. And we used to work with Junior Achievement, but now we do our own program. So it's similar to what Junior Achievement has done in some of the schools.
Is that for high school level?
Mostly high school, yes.
Okay. And what other services does the council offer?
We have consultants or employees that offer services to help people start businesses. So we're very good at taking someone who's got an idea to beyond just the idea stage. So for example, if someone wants to start a restaurant, as an example, they'll come to see us and we'll work with them to determine whether or not they've got what it takes to become an entrepreneur. It takes a certain skill set, mental frame of mind to be an entrepreneur. Take some resources, some support from your family. So we go through that with them, and if they have that, then we go to the next stage, which is perhaps preparing a business plan. So we give them the tools, they prepare their business plans, and then they come back and see us. And then we'll work with them as they go through the incorporation process, if that's the route they want to take, and setting up their business.
And is that a free service for the Francophone person?
Yeah, it's free. And as I said earlier, we do have a membership, but people don't have to be a member to obtain these services. The membership component is something that we offer so people can be part of our association. They obtain some benefits like being featured in the Business of the Week in the newspaper, in the Francophone newspaper. So we can do that with them. But mainly, you don't have to be a member to obtain services, but if you do, you can just apply and pay your membership fee.
And how much is the membership
It's $125
per year?
per year.
Okay. And do you have some networking? Do you do networking?
Sure, we do
sessions?
lots of different events. So on a monthly basis, we have a networking event where entrepreneurs can come meet other entrepreneurs, which is a very good service. When you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you work at home by yourself,
Yes.
and it's nice for the first week or two, but then people get very lonely. So it's nice to have those types of events so they can come and meet other entrepreneurs, share stories, and sometimes they learn from one another. But we also offer other services in different sectors. So for example, we work in immigration. We want to recruit more immigrants to come to Alberta from Francophone countries, either to come and work here or start businesses. So we work in that sector. We also work in the tourism sector, but we'll talk about that with Julie.
Okay, and when you say you work in the immigration sector, in association with other organizations, or
Yes.
do you have a sort of a specialty that you concentrate on?
Yeah, we concentrate on the recruiting aspect. There are other associations in Alberta that will look after the welcoming and the integration of the
Okay.
immigrants in our society here in Alberta. So we work in collaboration with them and with other agencies, even the government, to go and recruit people, say in France or in Belgium or elsewhere, to get them to consider coming and setting up in Alberta.
Ah, very nice. I like that. What about marketing? Is there a marketing side to the council?
Well, we do marketing in terms of providing them an opportunity to be featured in the newspaper, but we also have a listing of entrepreneurs that is available on our website. So people can go and, let's say they're in Canmore and they're looking for someone to do renovations in their home. They can go on our website, do a research for Canmore construction, and they may find some entrepreneurs that are there. It's interesting though, because as you can imagine, we don't have thousands and thousands of Francophone entrepreneurs. We have many that are members with our organizations, but many more are not members yet. And so we don't know them all, but certainly we try to include them in our listing, in our directory whenever we can.
Ah, very interesting. And is there an app for smartphones or iPads, or where people can...
There is. That's one of the tools that we've developed in terms of the tools to support the tourism industry, because we do a lot of work in tourism development. And my colleague Julie can tell you all about the app.
We'll talk about the app. It's for the tourism side.
Yes.
Okay. And what other services do you provide?
Well, it's important to note that we started out as a one office, one employee
Yes.
in
And you have
1997.
4 offices now.
We do, yeah. So we have a provincial mandate, and that means that we have to be somewhat visible in most areas. We don't limit ourselves to places that are very francophone, like Bonnyville or Morinville. We also have activities in Canmore and in Falaire and in Saint-Isidore. But we have offices in Calgary. Our head office is in Edmonton. We have an office in Bonnyville, and we also have an office in Grande Prairie, from which we serve as well the Peace Country area.
Okay. And do all 4 offices have networking events and offer the same workshops?
Not quite.
Not quite?
We try to tailor the services that we offer to the community. So in Calgary, it's very strong for the networking events. In Edmonton, a little bit less, still somewhat getting organized. And in the regions like Bonnyville and Grande Prairie, we have one employee that has all the hats. So she's very busy meeting with a lot of people. And whenever there's a Francophone event, we are present, we're there, and we can network with the other people.
Great, thanks. Let's talk about tourism, Julie. So what is it exactly that you do?
Well, our mandate of the Francophone Economic Council in Alberta is to promote our province within the Francophone countries, because we believe that the tourism coming from these Francophone countries bring a lot for the economy, 1,000 billion every year. And also among it, there is a lot of Francophone employees that they work in tourism in Alberta. So that's why our goal is to promote our province and to demonstrate that people that can be served in French. And we have also different tools to showcase our services.
Like what?
So let's start with the French Tourism and Travel Guide. This guide, this is the 12th annual edition, and the content is about the attraction and restaurant and hotels. You have also culture and art inside this guide.
All French?
All in French, of course, and all our tourism partners that we have collaboration with them. So this is our French travel guide. Also, I can speak about the Canada West tourism application. So it works from a smartphone or by tablet. You just need to download this application from Apple Store or Android, and you can plan your travel, your program in the 4 provinces. So from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. And you will find all the French services available, obviously.
Ah,
and on top of it, you can have some map, routes with GPS coordinate, and you will find also the profile of different point of interest.
Ah, very nice.
So we're
very
really
nice.
proud of this Canada West because we did launch last May, and we did get 10,000 users, you know, and it's still growing. So yeah.
Oh, very good. And are you, do you get some money from the province to work on the tourism side? Like, is there a partnership there?
There is. It depends on different projects. We do have a partnership with Travel Alberta. Also for this Canada West tourism app, this is a funding from the federal government.
Ah, okay, okay. And that app works in all 4 Western provinces?
Exactly.
Wow,
exactly.
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so it's a nice partnership.
Oh, good. And you've got one more little guide to talk about.
Yes, this is a walking tour about Rouleauville. This is a French Quarter in Calgary. And Rouleauville, this is the history of the 2 brothers Rouleau, who arrived in Calgary in mid-19th century. And this is the history with 14 landmarks. So this is 14 steps that you can follow. This is a self-guided tour.
Okay.
And also we can organize a guided tour with an interactive interpreter.
Ah, okay. Okay, very good.
And we are also really proud because we had different partners who worked with us on this guide. And you can find some copies available through the French-Canadian Association of Alberta and through our organization too.
Okay, and what is your website?
Yes, our website is tourismealberta.ca, and you can find more information obviously on this website.
Okay, and
Tourism with an E.
tourism
Yes.
with an E, yes,
Yes,
in
it's important
French.
to precise. Yeah.
Okay, and how big is your organization? I mean, it seems like you're doing so much. How many employees do you have?
We have 10 employees, and we work hard, but we also have a lot of fun doing it. And I think most of the employees are quite passionate about what they do, and so it makes it fun, right? And in terms of, I think I may have mentioned that before, in terms of how big we are, we have close to 200 members now. So it's a significant amount of people that we have that are members, but it could be so much more. We're still growing.
That's really, really good. Very exciting. I love all the tourism tools that you've brought us. So I thank you for being here and telling us about your association today. Thank you very much. And for all of you, we ask that you stick around because the next segment of this program will be en français in just a few minutes. So please stay with us.